Another week, another social media drama. It seems like we cannot go a week or a day without social media drama. And I absolutely love it. This week, it's about a DoorDasher that claimed she was sexually assaulted because she was going to deliver something to a customer, as she does. The customer left a note that she should leave the food by the door, but when she arrived, the door was wide open and the guy was partially naked. She could see his private parts. She recorded it and posted it online. A few days later, her DoorDash account was deactivated, and people were kind of divided about this, saying she was not sexually assaulted, and some people was like, yes, that is in fact sexual assault or sexual harassment. People are kind of like debating that it's actually harassment, not assault. Let's unpack it and let's discuss like where do I stand in all of this, and yeah, let's talk about it. I want to clarify what assault is and what harassment is, because there's also a bit of a divide. People are saying yes, it is assault. Some people are saying it is harassment. Lawyers are getting involved and it's getting all like, it's popping off, guys. But I did a little Google search, trusted Google. What is the difference between assault and harassment? So we can already just start off by saying whether it's assault or whether it's harassment. So according to Google, assault involves an act of physical threat or violence, causing someone to fear immediate harm, while harassment is a broader term for a pattern of unwanted conduct that causes a person distress, anxiety, or humiliation and does not have to be physical. So I think in this case, it is harassment. It is harassment if the guy did it on purpose. At this point, we don't really know. Let's just watch the video. The initial encounter, the video that she posted on TikTok that got all of this started in the first place.
That's fucked up.
So for those of you that couldn't kind of read what she wrote, she essentially said the guy, his name is Austin, said she should leave the food at the door, but maybe he saw that she's a female, and then he decided to leave the door wide open with his pants down, and this is what she saw, and she recorded it. So she then goes on into saying she reported this case to DoorDash. And DoorDash did ban the customer because, of course, whether it's intentional or not, it's just inappropriate behavior. Like, yeah, whether he was drunk or maybe he was on something and then he fell asleep and he was naked. Who knows? It was partially naked. But either way, I think the whole experience, nobody should go and deliver food and have to see a man naked. Like, honestly, it's very inappropriate and she should not have had to experience that. And DoorDash did ban the customer. I guess the problem here is the fact that she then posted the video online, which is the part that gets people. The people are saying, okay, cool. Maybe it's not really sexual assault because the guy was in his house. People are saying it's in his house. Like, honestly, the guy didn't do anything to you. But that's not the point. She should not have experienced that. But it's the fact that you go and post it online. Online, guys. That's where I do not support this.
3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. On October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer, and then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. So what? You're gonna take down my videos and give me strikes and just expect me to be like, oh, I just better shut up. I just better sit here and be quiet. I just better not say anything else. I've lost my job, my only way to pay my bills and make a living. I've also gotten assaulted, and the police are doing nothing to help me. So let me just shut up. You know, the videos got taken down. Nobody has to know what happened to me. No, I'm going to keep telling my story. Like, this is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who he is or where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. He's not getting in trouble with the police. He didn't lose his job if he has one. Like, what's going on with him? Why am I getting fired? Why are my videos getting taken down? And why am I getting strikes? Like, I'm about to lose my account. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim.
Okay, for me, it's the major lack of accountability here because you've come in here and say you're the victim. Again, I want to reiterate that if this man intentionally pulled his pants down, pretended to be asleep, just so she could see him partially naked, that is in fact harassment. And nobody should have to, while they're doing their job, have to see a naked man, a sick pervert, if that was intentional. No one should have to do that. But I think the lack of accountability here is you recorded this man after already reporting it to DoorDash and you saying that DoorDash already banned this customer and you went to the police as well. But then you posted it online for the world to see. Why did you post it online? If it's not for clout, why did you post it online? When there's already been consequences, the guy's already been banned. DoorDash is like, we don't care whether it's intentional or not intentional. This man is getting banned because you shouldn't have to go through this. And then you went and posted it online. And now you're going to come online and pretend like you don't know why you got banned. You know exactly why you got banned. They don't need to tell you why you got banned. We can all tell you that the reason why you got banned is you posted a customer partially naked online. And also talking about, oh, TikTok is banning me. Hello, you posted an half naked person online. It's part of the TikTok guidelines. No one wants to see nudity. It's part of the guidelines on TikTok. So it's like this victim mentality of, yes, if, again, I'm saying if this is an intentional act, which we don't know, whether it's intentional or not, I think the whole thing is like, it's ridiculous. Like, put your pants up and fall asleep. You know what I mean? And you know you're expecting a delivery. Even though you did say she should leave it by the door, I think the whole thing is ridiculous from the guy's part. But I think we have to have some kind of accountability here and say, you know exactly why you got banned. And for me, people talk about, oh, I don't know how to pay my bills. This is the only job that I have. So you didn't think of that when you decided to post a customer. You think DoorDash is going to give you a handshake and say, congratulations, you've exposed our customer. People were harassing this man. People were messaging him. You posted his details online. There has to be consequences. This idea that there won't be consequences for the ridiculous things we do, there has to be consequences. There will be consequences. And I think that's why the internet is divided. I think too many people have gotten away with posting people online, exposing people that are just minding their business online. Too many people have gotten away with posting them online and making up some story. I'm not saying she is. I'm not talking about this particular situation. Making up some story, calling people perverts, calling people this, calling people that, and they've gotten away with it. And I think this is the part where people are like, actually, this man was in his house. This man was in his house. You recorded it. DoorDash did something by banning the client, and then you decided to post him online. For what? To go viral. To be fair, I'm glad there was consequences for this. Too many people do this, where you are recording people without consent, and you're posting them online for virality, to get clout, to get seen, to get followers. Doing things like that gets in the way of justice. Doing things like that, when you filed a police report already, you've gone through the appropriate route of like sorting this out. I think doing this thing undermines you as a person, because now it seems like you're chasing attention. I'm kind of glad that, I'm not glad that somebody lost their job and the means of paying their bills and all that stuff. That's not what I'm glad. I'm just glad there's some kind of consequences for people doing this idea that you can post random people online without any consequence. I'm kind of over that whole thing anyway. So let's see what DoorDash said. This was DoorDash's statement. We've seen some tough and sensitive posts over the past few days, and we want to clear the air. No one should ever have to experience sexual assault, harassment, or abuse, and DoorDash never deactivates someone for reporting it, full stop. We take this report incredibly seriously and work closely with law enforcement to investigate and support those affected. In this case, the Dasher let us know about the experience that made them feel unsafe, and that's exactly what we always want Dashers to do. Our team immediately began investigating and has been in direct contact with law enforcement and is prepared to fully support any of their efforts. However, posting a video of a customer in their home and disclosing their personal details publicly is a clear violation of our policies. This is the sole reason that this Dasher's account was deactivated, along with the customers. While we investigate, we've also ensured that the Dasher has full access to their earnings. We know these are sensitive situations and want every Dasher to know. If you ever feel unsafe or experience something concerning, come to us. We are here to listen, act, and support. That is a fair statement. They didn't deactivate your account because you reported, and that is the narrative she wants to go with, because you were reported being sexually assaulted. No, that's not why they deactivated your account, and you know it. They had deactivated it because you posted a customer in their home, you posted them online after the situation was already being handled by DoorDash. What do you think was going to happen? For me, it's not whether her experience is valid or not valid. I think her concerns and her feeling unsafe in that situation is 100% valid. I can imagine me delivering something to someone's house and I see them naked. I think that is to some level harassment, whether it's intentional or not intentional from the customer's side. And I understand that it's a ridiculous situation to be in and an unsafe one. And actually, personally, I would have recorded that situation, not really to record the client naked, but I would have had my camera out just in case the person is a perv and he jumps out of his couch and tries to attack me. At least I know I have it on camera. So in that situation, I probably would have recorded myself and the whole situation just as evidence and receipt. So the issue here is not whether she was harassed or not. I think the issue here, and if she would take any accountability from this, is the fact that she posted it online. That is the part that I cannot support. I hope her DoorDash accounts get reinstated, and I hope like we can all put this behind us and like proceed, and she gets a job back, and it all just kind of works out for her. And I don't know about the customer. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, in summary, I just feel like let's just chill and recording people and posting it online. It's not that serious. If you really want justice in some situations, sometimes it's just best to follow the right protocol and not posting it online and looking for TikTok lawyers to give you justice. Because at the end of the day, sometimes it diminishes your credibility as a victim. Sometimes, not every time. But anyways, those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you think this woman was in fact harassed? Do you think DoorDash should have never deactivated her account? Do you think this whole thing was blown out of proportion and actually the customer is in fact a perv? What do you guys think? What side do you stay on this? What side do you fall on in this whole debate? Let me know in the comments. As always, I hope you enjoyed this and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.